terrific win actually, and I would like to congratulate even Indian team also, one cricket team, for winning this crucial match. The second thing is everyone happy Women's Day. Nari Shakti chahiye humko, and everyone happy Women's Day. Here we have a lot of women here also. And now we will begin our program with the prayer. So I would like to invite Rohit Joshi to recite some sloks.
Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna. I am so happy to offer the peace prayer, beginning of this A4H meeting. Considering time factor, I don't want to speak much about. We will listen from the speakers also. If you listen these mantras carefully, closing your eyes, you will have peace in your mind also. Hari Om Ano Padraha Kritavu Janto Vishvato Dabdaso Aparitas Udvidaha Devanam Badrasu Matirrajuyatam Deva Na Ayuhu Pratirantu Jivase Tan Purvani Yadahu Mahe Vayam Bhagam Mitramaditin Dakshapatridam Aryam Manam Varunakum Somam Shvina Saraswati Nahasu Bhagamayaskarat Apyayantu Mangani Vakprana Chakshuhu Shrutram Atho Balamindriyani Cha Sarvani Sarvam Brahmopanishadam Ma Brahmanirakuryat Mama Brahma Nirakaro Nirakarvastu Tadatmane Nirteye Upanishastu Dharmaha Te Mai Santu Te Mai Santu Te Mai Santu Om Shanti.
Thank you, Rohit. I would like to invite, we will have another sloks actually from, I would like to invite Vidya ji. She is President of, Maryland President of A4H. Vidya ji, please come.
The reason of doing this chanting is that, to have a peace, love, and prosperity and harmony worldwide. And this is the 8 chanting shlokas I have prepared. That is just for all of us and to begin of the new chapter of Chicago Land. वरदंड मंडित करा या श्वेत पद्मासना। ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गरुडदेवो महेश्वरा गरुडसाक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ओंकार बिंदु संयुक्तं नित्यं ध्यायन्ति योगिनः कामदं मोक्षदं चैव ओंकाराय नमो नमः। ओंकाराय नमो नमः। ओंकाराय नमो नमः। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय। तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्। परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्मसंस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे। भूमिमङ्गलं उदकमङ्गलं अग्निमङ्गलं वायुमङ्गलं गगनमङ्गलं सूर्यमङ्गलं चन्द्रमङ्गलं जगत्मङ्गलं जीवमङ्गलं मनोमङ्गलं आत्ममङ्गलं वायुमङ्गलं भवतु 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 आयुमङ्गलं भवतु 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 सूर्यमङ्गलं भवतु भवतु भवतु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Thank you everyone.
Thank you, Vidya ji. It was very good and it was refreshed our mind.
Recording
very
in
nice.
progress.
Vidya ji is a Sanskrit teacher. Plus he is a president of the A4H Maryland. Two things. And other thing, now I would like to invite Dr. Japra ji to come to the stage and chair, actually, take the chair. I would like to invite Dr. Raman Sood ji. I would like to invite Vidya ji also. And also I would like to invite Sandeep ji, Sandeep Deswal ji.
फोटो लेंगे ना बीच में छोटी छोटी वीडियो ले डॉक्टर साहब भी मैं ले लूँगा जो बोल लेंगे जब मैं बोलूँ तो आप वीडियोस लेंगे बस।
So with this I would like to welcome everyone for taking your time with very short notice. 1 week back our program was not ready. We just completed the program in 1 week time and everyone came. That is very, very good, very in short notice. And what is this A4H currently? A4H is the bipartisan super PAC which can be used to the influence, the political influence is very, very important. And that is founded by our Dr. Japra ji. He is very visionary and dynamic, and his vision is very useful to the community. And he will tell in our next speech, he will tell why A4H is required and what are the details about A4H, what is the American. In A4H, American word is there. So what American word stands, and it is for the Hindus, and what level, and also we serve for the three level. We work with the federal level, state level, and local level. So we promote the candidate at local level and promote support also, and local level, state level, and federal. So all the three level, all those types of support is required. And recently you must have heard the vandalization happened in BAPS temple in California at Chino Hill or something. That is happened very recently, and previously it happened in September when Modi ji came. During that time it happened to the Long Island, same temple in Long Island. So all these things we need to be very careful, and we need to be very politically active and strong also at the same time. So for this, so I think I did not explain much. It's better to hear from our keynote speaker, Dr. Japra ji. So I would like to invite Manish Brahmpatji. Where is Manish Brahmpatji? To introduce Dr. Japra ji.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm honored to introduce Dr. Japra, but after listening to the Acharya ji and beautiful prayers by Vidya ji, you see the another 180 degree and turn around and you have to hear from me, so I feel sorry for you. Anyway, but this one page I created for Dr. Japra, so I will not go into this one, but I'll tell my own personal experience also. To give a justice to Chicago people especially, who don't know Dr. Japra, East Coast and West Coast knows very well who Dr. Japra is, especially West Coast whole. And East Coast, I had a pleasure to meet with him last month when President Trump inauguration was there. So we spent a 1-2 days together, and I learned a lot of things about him. So to give justice to this, I'll just read few things and I'll tell my own personal experience. By profession, he is a cardiologist, and he has touched many millions of people's heart and saved billions of people's life. Okay, I'll not go into that doctor part, but I'll try to introduce him as his own personal part and his love for A4H, American for Hindus. Number one, he is a dedicated soldier. He is committed his life for not only taking care of patients as well as helping others, especially Indian Americans. That's number one. Number two, he has served with FIA, and in FIA, especially in the Northern California. He has started that organization in 1993 to 2003, and he has started many fairs, festivals, and everything, which was introduced when it was in 2003. There were 5,000 people attending. Now 200,000 people attend. That's number two. Number three, politically he is very active. Not only in America, he has met several times with Modi ji, and also it would help India in such a way that a lot of people's life he touched in India also. Lastly but not least, my own personal experience when I met with him, I saw his dedication, commitment, determination to help Indian Americans. He is very busy with his practice, he is very well established person, but still he has a heart for Indian Americans, and that's the reason he travels all over USA, not only USA but in India also, and try to help people. So that touched my heart, because personally he can enjoy and go to the Gulf of Mexico, now it's called Gulf of America, and enjoy the life. but he decided to help us, all of us. And that's why he's doing this. So, I did not tell him in Washington, but I salute him. Thank you. And I'm very happy to introduce Dr. Japra, and I'll ask him to say what A4H is. Thank you.
Thank you, Manish. I think he's overdone it, but anyway, I'll try to justify at least a little bit what he said. Like he mentioned, first of all, namaste, good afternoon. Thank you for coming. Aap sabka abhinandan. Especially my friends up here who come from Maryland all the way. She's the president of the Maryland chapter, which also has been started recently. So we have about more than 13 chapters, and he's our chief advisor, Dr. Sood, Dr. Raman Sood. And many of you leaders are here. I've met you over here before, even from some of the Chicagoans, and even from Los Angeles, where's Neeraj? Neeraj is over there, so he's a president from California chapter, which is probably one of the most active chapters we have, besides Virginia, Maryland, and District of Columbia chapters. So we'll go over those a little bit later. But mentioned why, another organization, what is the need? We have so many organizations, Indian Americans, Hindu Americans. We've been doing a lot of things, a lot of issues are being addressed. And I myself, like Manish mentioned, started in 1983, even when I was in my 20s, that some people came that we need a temple here and we had to go to churches and do the prayers. And luckily the mayor was my patient, heart patient. So we tried to get a temple, but could not get the permit because Hare Rama, Hare Krishna people, they were trying to create this movement that time, hippie movement, Indiana Jones movie, those kind of factors. So people thought we are here to convert them. They will not give us a permit. Then he said, okay, buy this church, Seventh-day Adventist, for $400,000, and I'll make them a bigger church. So I put my 10,000, raised 70,000, 80,000, then they won't give us a loan for 320,000. So 10 of us put our houses as collateral, so we bought the temple, and that's I'm still serving as a president, chairman for the last 42 years in that temple, the Fremont Hindu Temple, which has become really huge, and we were a few dozen of us on those days. Now in the city of Fremont, we have 38% Indian American, out of which 90% of course are Hindus, and we have our own mayor, Dr. Raj Salwan there. We have our own board directors in the city, the Unified District, School District we call it, and in the whole hospital, Washington Hospital, out of 300 doctors, 200 are Indian American doctors. So we have come a long way, and that's just one small city. So, and this is, you have to start from the ground and work as a religious empowerment, spiritual empowerment, social empowerment, cultural empowerment. Manish mentioned in '93 we started India Day Parade and the Festival of India, which we all call Festival Globe now, the fog. So besides our own states from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Kutch to Arunachal, we now have all the other countries and other ethnicities like Buddhist and Jewish and Jains and even Sikhs. Everybody else is joining us. All the other countries are joining us because the Hindus and Buddhists are not only from Bharat, but also from Korea, from Japan, Philippines, Bhutan, Hong Kong, even in China, Tibet, all those areas, so Myanmar. So we are trying to get them as part of us so that we can empower them and make them part of us also. So we'll go over that a little bit later on. So in our parade, they are also now joining and participating. And but we thought there's still, we don't have the same respect. Politically, we have not come a long way. We have built our identity as #1 earners, and especially in our Silicon Valley, we have a lot of billionaires sitting now. Forget about multi-millionaires. We even have billionaires. And the CEOs of many of these companies, whether it's Google, Microsoft, Adobe, and you just name it, IBM, just all of them are Indian Americans, Hindu Americans. and many of our doctors, scientists, professors, researchers, businessmen are all our people. We have done so well. But politically, we are way behind. So there is a need for political empowerment. As I always say, you can preserve our culture, our philosophy, our values, our heritage, which we call. We can promote that amongst ourselves, amongst our children, maybe even mainstream Americans. But to protect it, you have to have political empowerment. If you are not sitting on the table, you're going to be part of the menu. You can go protest. I was just talking to Vandanaji. You can go protest and do all these things, but they don't listen unless you yourself are the policy makers, or the Hindus themselves have to be sitting on the table, or at least have the pro-Hindus. If you cannot do our own people, then we should have people who we can convince that the Hindu philosophy, Hindu values are the best. We are the best people. We are not only just for ourselves. Our values are very much aligned with the American Constitution values. So, Vasudeva Kutumbakam, the whole world is one family, one future, one world, and we truly believe in it. We are the only most inclusive, most pluralistic, respectful of all the other faiths. None of the other faiths are as respectful of other faiths. There's a kafir phobia, or of course there's a lot of conversion with some. So we are the only ones who really don't do it, and we accept everybody. Even if you are an atheist, you can be a Hindu. So I don't want to go into too much detail, but the family values, the peace, non-violence, collaboration, innovation, all these values. And on top of that, we have even theory of karmas. The good karma, the great karmas you do, it's not going to be only better for you during this life, even maybe in the next life. So rather than doing all these bad things and bad deeds, being a dharmis or being a terrorist, rapist, murderer, druggist, so if you can do all these great deeds, not only just for yourself as an individual, which is important for your family, for your friends, for your society, but everybody, loka samasta sukhna bhavantu. So the whole, everybody in this world, we want them happiness, prosperity, and freedom for all of them, and that is our values. So some people say, what is Hinduism? Why? Rather than talking about gods and all these other things, I think these are the values which we have to talk about, and it's easy to convince them. That's what Americans for Hindus. We are all Americans. We are in America. That's number one thing. We did not come as Democrat. We did not come as Republican or Independent. We came here to have a great life and be prosperous, make sure that we are all peaceful, and we have been contributing a lot to, just like all the other migrants, we have contributed as Indian Americans, as Hindu Americans, and we deserve a lot more than what we are getting. So that is the reason we as Americans, if for Hindu values, it's not only going to help our issues, our concerns, and our causes, but it's going to help everybody else as well. And that in turn will help even Hindus all over the world. So not only in America, but also back in Bharat, where 80% are Hindus, and they get in trouble all the time. And fortunately now with Modi ji's, it's a lot better, but it's still not there. And I think we need to do a lot more over there as well. And plus the Hindus all over the rest of the countries, whether it's Pakistan, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Fiji Islands, Caribbeans, you just name it. Now in Canada, UK, and all these other places as well. We are just demonized, and there's something even thinking of dismantling Hindutva and all the stuff in the different names, whether we call Hindutva, Hinduness, Hinduism, Hindus as such. For us, it's all the same. There's no translation in English or anything. But unfortunately, they try to get their own narratives and then try to put us down. So we need to be alert and make sure that we have an organization where it's a political organization, it's a super PAC, just like Amarji said. It's a hybrid PAC, it's a multi-candidate PAC, we call it hybrid PAC also. Plus, now we have 13 to 14 states where we have individual PACs, where we can help even from the school board to city councils, to mayors, to supervisors, assemblymen, county supervisors, even the state senators, lieutenant governors, or governors for all those through the state chapters. plus the congressmen, the US congressmen, US senators, and the president, you can do it through the federal PAC, which is our super PAC. Just like RNC, DNC, we can endorse them, we can donate money, we can even work against the opponents with millions of dollars, we can raise millions, we can spend millions. So that is the kind of system we have put together under this organization. So that this is just the beginning. It's not that we are there yet, but we need to get there, and everything has to start from the grassroots level. So that's why we're going from state to state. We were just in Michigan a couple of weeks ago, so many of our people have joined us over there from Michigan. As you can see, as a matter of fact, Neil Patel was going to show some slides, but there's just lack of time. I think we started a little bit late. We're not going to show too many slides about that. I'll just mention a few more things about it. And of course, Pramod Thanedarji, who's the president in the Michigan, he's right there. I see his name over there. Indu Jaiswalji is from New York all the way, and Himaji is also from Michigan, Detroit, Michigan. I think right now she's in India with the Mahakumbh Mela. So all these people are there. Abnandan aapka bhi sabka jo hamare saath jude hue hain. So nice of you that you are with us all the way through the internet. And Sunilji, dhanyavad, thank you. I know we were a little late. He was going to hear some beautiful slides what it means. Maybe we'll get a little time later on. We can show them. But coming back to, like I said, this is why this organization is needed. And we have a lot of non-profit organizations who are doing great work, whether it's HAF, it's KONA, BHP, RSS, or even our FATES, and you know, there's 50s of them, Infinity. So we work with all of them. I work with all of them. Whether it's advocacy, it's education, immigration, many of our issues, and some of the Hindu phobia things, which includes what he mentioned about the vandalism, the temple vandalism, which is really, really unfortunate. This is happening, and when we approach them, and it's some of our own community people who are doing it. It's not that it's these white supremacists or the ultra-leftist people who are doing it, but it's our own people who, as victimizers, they get together and then try to hurt us, and that's because they don't like Hinduism. So it's a direct attack on us. So we have to recognize it, realize it, make the other people realize, and try to come up with a strategy how to stop it. So if you say, okay, you know, only the Khalistanis are doing it, it doesn't work. I mean, those guys want to hear it. That's what their cause gets promoted. So what we have done is we have made a caucus, congressional caucus. We call it HBSJ. It's a Hindu, Buddhist, Sikhs, and Jain. So all the Sanatanis. So they don't think they're Hindus. So we say, okay, you're Sanatani. So other Sanatanis, as we call it, you're Buddhists, you're Sikhs, you're Jains. So let's, as Sanatanis, get together, unite together. So the unity is very important. If we don't unite our people and let those 5 or 10% people dictate our lives, our terms, just because they are more vocal, they have more money, or they have a different agenda, and they're fighters, and our people are just sitting home watching TV, and they don't care about these things. All they want to have a big house, lot of cars, and then make sure the kids go to the best of the schools, and then we have a lot of money, but then ultimately it's going to hurt us as a community. So that is what we have to realize, and that's what we'll come together and empower our community. So what we've done is we have a lot of initiatives. One of them is called the Hindu Rajniti Academy, where we are recruiting a lot of leaders, the young leaders. I mean, a young leader can be 99 years old also. If he really wants to get in there, it could be 5 years old kid who wants to in there. So last year we experimented, we had about 60 of them in our Fremont area. And then we did the workshops with them, about 7 of them, where we invited all these elected people and why they should get into Rajniti, into politics, what is in there for them, why not just become a doctor or engineer or businessman, why public service, civic service, political service is important, and once you decide, then what is needed, how to really put your whole thing together, right from campaign management, endorsements from different places, funding from them, and then how to run, especially with the social media and everything else. So we helped few of those people decided to do that. One of them was an 18 years old girl, Reenu Nair, who just finished her high school, and she actually University of Michigan, she was gonna go there, got an admission. She decided after those workshops to stay there, attended a community college, and ran for the school board. It's called Fremont Unified School District, where there are millions of dollars of budget. And she just won by 26 votes. We helped her. Americans for Hindus, with the first check, $5,000 we gave her, camping for her, did all those things, even though she was called Islamophobic, she was called all kind of things, because there were so many evil forces who tried to put a Hindu candidate down. It's that, I'm sure some of you know here, Raja Krishnamurti was also attacked one time. So these things do happen, but how to counter them, this is how we have to come up with all the things I mentioned. And she won, and we have Dr. Raj Savan, who's a veterinarian, and we have a couple of veterinarians here also, Pradeepji. Pradeepji is here. So he knows Dr. Salwan very well, right? He's related to you. And so he's become the mayor now. So he's one of our own young doctor. Being even veterinarian and being doctor, he put himself right in front of them. There's a lot of jabs, a lot of bad things you have to hear from them. Political field is one of the worst fields from that point of view. They'll try to get everything out of your closets and try to spread it all over. But you have to be tough, rough, and be able to take those steps. So, which is what we teach them and give them the support, mental support, financial support, and everything else. And he also won. So we have one of our own Hindu American mayor of the city of Fremont, where, like I said, about 250,000 people, 100,000 are Indian Americans or Hindu Americans. So, and this can be duplicated in many other places. So that is through that Rajniti Academy, that's what we want to do in every place. Then we want to make our own Hindu voter guide, where we can have not only just our own candidate, but also the pro-Hindu candidates. That is very important, because there are a lot of our friends, whether they're Jewish friends, Christian friends, and every other community, and who believe that we are doing a good job and we have the good culture, heritage, and values, and believe in those, so we can help them too. And then they'll help us when they become the policy makers out there. So we need to align with them. And then aligning with all these other groups which I mentioned, different countries, different ethnicities. So our caucus is with the Jewish caucus, Black caucus, Hispanic caucus, Asian caucus, many of these countries caucus. So we'll make all these alliances so our candidates are not running only as Hindu American, as loners. So we have to work with all these other groups. That's how the winning formula is. So that is very important to me. Because they try to divide us, we have to divide them. And some of them won't do that, even if they're running. So, Sam Dam Dandaved, that's some of the things which we taught in a Rajniti conference and all those things, Chanakya's Niti. And so we have to get through all those things and come up with the winning formula, so that because our intentions are good, we're going to be on the righteous path, the theory of karma, and we're not going to be doing bad karmas. So those are the kind of things which we are trying to do, besides all the other non-profit organizations who are doing these things. The united voice is very important. Otherwise, everybody has their own apna janda leke khade hue hain, everybody their own flags and own things. They want to be relevant. They want to be the first one to announce and take the credit. This one, that one, which is fine. I mean, they're doing a good job. Their intentions are good, but it's creating a lot of chaos, and we are not effective. We're not as impactful, and that is unfortunate. And hopefully, if our magnet gets big, we are politically empowered, all these organizations will get the benefit, and they'll come together. We'll come have one Hindu voice and go with the strength. So we believe in strength through peace, the peace through strength. So if we are strong, everybody else will stay away. Like Modi ji says the same thing. Even Trump says the same thing. Many of the other great leaders have said that. We really don't have to fight wars or battles out there, even small ones. If you're strong, then that'll keep everybody else away, all the evil forces away. So those are some of the things we are doing. So we have quite a few other initiatives that we are coming up with. But the main thing is Now coming back to the Illinois chapter here, we've had few people here before, but after Modi ji's visit in Washington when we went for the Trump, so few of you came together. I'm going to request Amarji to come up here and invite some of those people here who were with you. Amarji,
Yes,
तो उनको बुला लीजिए अपने सभी ताकि so that we can strengthen this. So, very simply, I'm going to simplify how it will work. Something called notes and votes. Notes are, you for this kind of organization need money, notes. Money is the mother's milk of politics. Without money, nothing works. Unfortunately, it's been so profitable in this country for that matter. So we need trustees who can give us $10,000, $5,000, premiers, members $1,000, or some who can even afford to have millions or whatever. We can take any money, but at the same time, so those are the people who should come forward and donate. And those who can't, they can give even $11, become a member, or do it monthly or yearly, whichever way you want to do it. Or even if they can't afford that, just become a karma yogi, as I call, become a volunteer, give your time, your resources, your forces, or whatever you can do, become part of us. Because only then we can make an impact if we all get together. So some of these folks have already committed, so I'm going to request Amarji to get them up here, so at least say a few words what their commitment is, whether being a trustee or a champion or a karma yogi, whichever way. We don't want to embarrass anybody, but I think we still want everybody over here to become part. Then we have people from other places, from Maryland, we have Dr. Rajan Sood, who has become also, so some of these people I want to tell them to talk, and even some of these people on the internet, they want to say a couple of words or a couple of comments, and we'll also take the questions from everybody. I don't want to keep talking, like I said, there's a lot more to talk, but I think it'll be a lot better if we make it interactive, we can answer everybody's questions, and also take your suggestions, your comments, and we can sort of put those together, because we are evolving. It's not just what I thought. Some people call me visionary, but it's just my thoughts, my ideas, and we want to strategize about it and then try to implement whatever is best for the community and our community. So, Amarji, aap laiye in sabko.
Thank you, Japra ji. It was very, very good. Please give a big round of applause to Japra ji. I hope everyone little bit understand what A4H is there and everything. But I would like to also invite Manish Bhai Brahmbhatt, Dr. Manish Bhai, that Maudak Talati ji, Mukesh is there?
Yeah.
Mukesh Patel ji. We all went, and Rohit Joshi ji. So we all 5 people went, took the time, 3-4 days, and during the Trump inauguration time we went there. We attended the A4H, first A4H conference in Washington DC, and we enjoyed quite a lot. We learned quite a lot, and I would like to tell, you can give whatever you want to, what you feel about A4H after attending two meetings in the city, first meeting in the Illinois. Give your comment.
So I think I encourage all our active members here to be part of the activity and join this initiative for all this very important cause that Dr. Japra is working on. So please join all of us.
As Dr. Japra said, Hindus need to be united, and as an American we need our voice in this politics. So please join this organization. This is bipartisan, whether you are Democrat or Republican, doesn't matter, or independent. But this is bipartisan, this is for Hindu. So please unite in under this umbrella and let's do wonderful things.
When we met Dr. Japra in DC, it was a wonderful meeting, and he proposed that he's going to come to Illinois to promote this A4H organization. But during this 2 days visit, what I learned, to help the Hinduism. American for Hindus is fine, but at the same time Hindu words is coming there also. So American for Hindus, whatever you learn here in America, being in America, but that skill used here to keep our Hinduism alive forever. No doubt it's Sanatana, it will never die. So we have some other organizations here also. They are running in the name of Hindu also. So I request all those organizations to be a member of this A4H organization and promote this organization. Thank you.
Yeah, I had a great experience at the Washington DC for the inauguration, and a great meeting with the Dr. Japra and the rest of the team from all the different chapters from United States. I think we need a political voice. We are big in a number, big in assets, big in intellect, but we don't have any political voice. And that is what Dr. Japra is trying to create. And I think it needs all of our support. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to request Dr. Sood also, Dr. Raman Sood, to also say a few words. Like I said, he's the chief advisors, and from the DMV area, we call it Washington DC, Maryland, Virginia. Especially that's a hub. That's where we always go. We go to the Capitol Hill or White House or any place. We have to have that chapter, and fortunately, we have one of the strongest chapters right there in that tri-state area. And it's just wonderful to have people like him and his dedication to even come and join us here. So, Dr. Sood.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Such a nice gathering here, and thank you very much for those folks who are joining from home. Apologies for being late. I'll only take a couple of minutes. Maybe I'll lie. I'll take maybe 5 minutes. I'm told. But anyway, I want to thank you, all the local leaders and Karam Yogis, especially Amar Upadhyay ji, Dr. Manish Brahmbhat ji, Rohit Joshi ji, Mukesh ji, and many other leaders, dedicated people who have arranged all this in a very short time. I was coming to attend a wedding anniversary for a friend of mine, 25th anniversary yesterday, and they changed the program twice to accommodate us. Thank you all of this effort, and they have also put me into this big power situation where they have made me and Vidya ji for guest of honor. I definitely can tell you I don't deserve it, but I know she perhaps is a better candidate. She's my better half, and she has headed an organization for blind internationally and was sponsored to come to US to do her post-graduation, which she successfully did, and then they authorized her to stay here. Since then, she's been running several charitable organizations. She teaches Sanskrit to the kids in the US, devote a lot of time. She also teaches dancing, singing, art, and numerous other things, besides taking care of me and keeping me in shape, which is the hardest thing. And then I would be failing if I don't recognize Dr. Japra, our national leader, and really a great community person. I met Dr. Japra, not I met him, I saw him first time 45 years ago. He was a student at All India Institute of Medical Sciences in India, where only 25 people from all over India get selected to become a doctor there. I was in middle school, and I had the aspiration to become a doctor. And I thought if Dr. Japra can go there, I can go to All India Institute too. But come to find out, he went from the top to the top, I went from the bottom to the bottom school. And I still graduated somehow after failing a couple of times. But anyway, then I heard Dr. Japra when he came here. He, in his late 20s, when he came here, he had a philosophy that he devoted his life 1/3 toward the family 1/3 to the profession and 1/3 to the passion. I understood the first two parts, but I didn't understand why you won't need to donate or dedicate 1/3 of your life to the passion. I thought maybe he has some extra stuff going on, which is a passion, but he was starting these organizations from the get-go while we were raising our family and had the dreams of cars and houses. And I said, I'll accomplish all of that, then I'll have a lot of life left and time, and I would have money that I can start these organizations. No, I was very, very wrong. I will always tell all my generations to come, if I'm around for a few more years, that whenever you can start, do the community work. Why is Elon Musk doing it now? He's a billionaire, richest person. He's worried about not doing community work and bringing it up. And Dr. Japra was so right, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, and he is where all of us would have been if we would have started, if not right there, but a few steps behind. But now there is nothing late. But as Dr. Japra said, notes and votes. What counts is the support. Every level we need everybody. When Dr. Japra came, we had a 0 chapter. 2 years ago, guys and girls and all my distinguished people on the internet, we had 0 chapter 2 years ago. I and Dr. Japra, I only played a minor role. Only I did was to drove him from one place to the other. That somehow, with all his efforts and dedication, and the Virginia and DMV group, Virginia, DC, and Maryland, we succeeded in building 1 chapter. And then Dr. Rajiv Sharma ji, our national president for American for Hindus, came into picture, and there's a very strong chapter going on. Akhil Goel ji and so many, my friend Dr. Sudhir, Saxeria, Harsh ji, and so many other people in our area. I don't want to bore you. Then we started now, we have 13 chapters, looking forward to open more coming this year. The Chicago chapter, coming to that, it is very, very, very important because you guys are one of the bigger states. So many Hindus and communities live here. And American for Hindus is not only for Hindus. Of course, Dr. Japra said it. It says Sikhs, Buddhists, and Jains, and any other community who believes in Sanatani values are welcome to join us. As a Karma Yogi, as a patron member, and all other levels of membership, including trustees and all that. With that, without even asking, I am going to propose your first trustee, Pradeep Salwan and Navdeep Salwan. And I will hold the designation, but I as older brother, without asking him, he will be our trustee, and his very, very sweet, nice wife, Navdeep, who's a staunch Hindu person. They belong to a Salwan family, which some of you may be familiar with. They are a very, very religious-minded people, really, really well-accomplished, well-established, well-known people in California, here, New York, even DC, and they are Salwan brothers. Pradeep Salwan and Navdeep, they own very successful chain up here in Chicago and run a very, very successful business. So they will be our trustee, and then Dr. Japra and Amarji, and we can all decide what other title we're going to give them. So let us give a round of applause for. Yeah, here I will let Navdeep ji and Pradeep ji say a few words.
Thank you for giving me this honor. I will be trying to help whatever I am able to do.
Well, with that, I would like to add another name, Sardar Balwinder Singh. He is a friend of mine whose wedding anniversary was yesterday. He will be also our trustee from Chicago area, and that will be your second trustee from Chicago area, and I will also add about 15 members to your chapter from Sikh community and a few Hindus from your area also. And we'll announce whatever title Dr. Japra and Amarji and other local people decide to give them, whether that will be known. Thank you so much, everybody, and let us try to, Dr. Bhatt, Aap, Ramji, Aap Joshi ji, let us try to get some more members, more trustees. And before we end this meeting, I would like to have at least one more trustee from the local community. So Amarji, you put them on the spot, and as God standing as a witness, these two trustees have no inkling that Dr. Sood is going to announce their name, and you can see the smile on their face. That's what called determination and dedication. My cousin, Dr. Rajan Sood, is a executive vice president for social media from Maryland chapter. He will also be a member for the Chicago chapters. Rajan ji, come on the stage, please. And Vidya ji, and we have very distinguished guest here. We have very distinguished guest here, Tanuja Mishra ji. I'd like you to come on the stage.
Okay, if I would introduce Tanuja, that means I introduce to the whole Chicago. That is my friend, and she calls me soulmate, and the reason of soulmate is because she has digged myself, like, you know, we just met, and after that there is no end of it. So, and I hope so. So I would like to introduce her as a member. Welcome to A4H organization. And everyone said everything, like, you know, Dr. Japra already introduced to the organization, along with Dr. Manish, my Brahmarji, Amarji, everyone, like, you know, all of you. I do not want to say anything, but just I want to say one few word. Karm Pradhan Vishwa Kari Rakha, Jo Jas Kinhi So Tasfal Chakha. That means we all have to stand and we have to prove our credential. So many things going on around the world. This is the time for us to act and unite together. And thank you very much. Welcome, Tanuja. And welcome everyone. Thank you. Vandana ji. We would want you to say a few words, and we would like to introduce.
Namaskar, Jai Siya Ram. I'm just going to say one line, and that will, I think, compel. Batoge to katoge, jaise Bharat mein hai, waise yahan hai. Everywhere we are seeing it. If we are not united, 30 years giving these 2 feet, these 2 eyes have gone into the media. I have seen, and I will tell, there are so many doctors standing, and I always tell Krishna, X-ray machine can fail, but I can X-ray a person. I can tell, is he really doing something or not, or pretending. With this, I wish all the best and good luck to this organization. We definitely needed it. It is a need of the time. We have so many doctors, engineers, pharmaceutical professionals, and above all, IT. But when it comes to, we need to be there where we can make a difference. And I'm so honored. There is one thing that nobody talked about, Dr. Japra. He is from the same fraternity. India Post is a paper that you know that Romesh Japra is doing. He used to come once a year to Chicago, but I think he stopped coming. Now this will bring him back. Thank you. Love you all.
Now I would like to have Sandeep ji come over here, and before Sandeep ji speak, I'll let Dr. Rajan Sood say a few words.
When I got on the stage, there maza nahi aaya. Let's try it one more time. I'm gonna go down and then I'll come up. I want everybody to clap. Let's try it one more time. Welcome. So this is how Chicago people welcome people from Washington, D.C. Thank you. My name is Bob Sood, MD. I'm a doctor during the daytime and stand-up comedian in the evening. Translation, I save lives during the daytime, but mess up my own life in the evening. My father was a very staunch Hindu, and he belonged to a lot of Hindu organizations, and I tried to follow most of them, but eventually I did discover A4H. And this is probably one of the best organizations I have heard, seen, and thank you very much for guiding me, Dr. Japra, my brother. What's your name? Jolly. And Vidya ji, thank you for getting me in here. And once again, this is a great organization. Please, everybody pitch in. I'm the newly inducted trustee, so I can't tell you a whole lot, but I'm sure these people will. Thank you.
One more second, and Neeraj ji, please come on the stage.
Honorable Dr. Romesh Japra ji, Founder Chairman, AMERICANS4HINDUS, Festival of Globe, who is doing like festival for last 33 and almost like 35 years, and the first Fremont Hindu Temple, and respected our Illinois chapter Amar Upadhyay ji, our respected mentor, guide, and of course trustee Dr. Raman Sood ji, our dynamic leader and chapter Virginia chapter president Vidya ji, and all the respected people you come here making this evening great. I really, on the behalf of American4Hindus, want to thanks and welcome everyone. I just want to say only 2 or 3 things, because everything Dr. Japra ji already said. I just want to request you one thing, that as Doctor said, that we have to be political empowered. It's really, believe me, I am heading Haryana BJP NRI cell, also the BJP social media and strategy part. So my experience that in Haryana we won like 3rd time, and in India we are winning. Believe me, I am in the core team of the leadership. किसी भी देश में अगर आपको अपने आप को मजबूत करना है, स्ट्रॉन्ग करना है, तो ऑफ कोर्स पॉलिटिकल पावर बहुत जरूरी है. जैसे बीजेपी ने पहले संघ जो हमारा काम करता है हिंदुइज्म के लिए, पर हमने एक टाइम में रियलाइज किया कि पॉलिटिक्स में आए बिना हम सक्सेस नहीं हो सकते, अपने उसको प्रोटेक्ट नहीं कर सकते. जैसे डॉक्टर साहब ने बताया कि हमें प्रिजर्व करना है, तो बीजेपी की स्थापना हुई, बीजेपी का गठन हुआ. सेम ऐसे ही डॉक्टर साहब ने जो इतने सालों से लीड बाय एग्जांपल, आई रियली हैट्स ऑफ टू दिस गाय, एनर्जी, टाइम एंड मोटिवेशन एंड गिविंग विजन एंड मोटिवेशन टू ऑल ऑफ अस, कि जैसे संघ ने बीजेपी बनाई, ऐसे अमेरिका के अंदर भी एक दिली इच्छा है कि हम सब लोग मिलकर एक ऐसी पॉलिटिकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बनाएं कि जिसमें हम पॉलिसी मेकर हों. हम अपने आप को, जितने हमारे यहाँ पे बड़े बड़े डॉक्टर्स हैं, जैसे डॉक्टर साहब ने बताया, बिजनेसमैन है और बहुत सक्सेसफुल हमारी कम्युनिटी है, बट हाउ वी कैन प्रोटेक्ट देम. गारंटीड पॉलिटिक्स में है कि बिना हम प्रोटेक्ट नहीं कर सकते उनको, तो वी हैव टू सपोर्ट. और आपको पता है मेरा लाइव एक्सपीरियंस है, बिकॉज आई एम वर्किंग हार्ड देयर. नाउ आई एम सपोर्टिंग A4H. माय होल टीम इज वर्किंग फॉर A4H. My request is सोशल मीडिया दीज डेज आर द बिगेस्ट ट्रेंड। जैसे आप देखते हैं हम लोग इंडिया में भाजपा की जो सोशल मीडिया करते हैं, अब हमारे सारे सब देखता होगा, क्योंकि जो अच्छे काम मोदी जी करते हैं, हमारी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट करती है, हम कैसे मासिस तक पहुंचेंगे, वो थ्रू सोशल मीडिया ही पहुंच सकते हैं। देयर इज नो अदर वे आउट। टीवी और प्रिंट मीडिया इज आल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट, बट सोशल मीडिया की स्ट्रेंथ बहुत बड़ी है। तो माई रिक्वेस्ट दैट ऑन द स्टडीज यू विल सी देयर इज अ बारकोड फॉर द सोशल मीडिया, और जो अदर जो बारकोड है वो भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, बिकॉज नोट्स एंड वोट्स। तो मेरी हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट है, जैसे अभी हमने बीजेपी में एक ड्राइव चलाया था कि 100 रुपए से मेंबर बने और 50 मेंबर इवन मोदी जी को ही बनाने पड़ेंगे। हर पार्टी लीडर मेंबर बनाएगा, वो नहीं बनाएगा तो पार्टी में और सरकार में नहीं रहेगा, बिकॉज दैट्स। तो मेरी एक हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट है, अमर उपाध्याय जी, दिस होल टीम वर्क सो हार्ड एंड वी फ्लाई फ्रॉम कैलिफोर्निया। और डॉक्टर साहब से एनर्जी हम सब लोगों को ये मिलती है कि इस उम्र में वो लगता ही नहीं है कि हम जब वाशिंगटन गए, इट वाज सो कोल्ड, हमने बोला कि डॉक्टर साहब एक इंडियन लीडिंग न्यूज़पेपर एंकर है अंजना कश्यप, वो इंटरव्यू लेना चाहती थी। हमने कहा डॉक्टर साहब छोड़ो यार, ठंड है, वहां पे कहाँ जाएंगे। अरे कहते हैं कमाल है, तुम यंग लोग वैसे करोगे तो क्या होगा। इतनी ठंड में माइनस टेम्परेचर में ही वाज लीडिंग बाय एग्जांपल एंड दैट वाज रियली मोटिवेशन। हैट्स ऑफ टू हिम एंड क्लैप फॉर डॉक्टर जापरा जी एंड क्लैप फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू एंड क्लैप फॉर अमेरिका फॉर हिंदूज। तो सेकंड जो बार कोड है वो इंपॉर्टेंट इसलिए, नोट्स एंड वोट्स, तो प्लीज उसको भी स्कैन करें। $11 पर मंथ में आप मेंबर बन सकते हैं। एंड प्लीज हमें बड़े डोनर भी चाहिए। $10,000 ट्रस्टीज है, $5,000 चैंपियंस है, $1,000 जो भी आपकी श्रद्धा है, वट एवर योर पॉकेट सेज। सो प्लीज मेंबर लेकिन जरूर बने, क्योंकि $11 से हम बन सकते हैं। जैसे अभी हमने 18 करोड़ की पार्टी इंडिया में बनाई, अब नया ड्राइव चलाया, वो हम जैसे लोग आइडिया देते हैं, जैसे डॉक्टर साहब को, या हम ये मेहनत कर रहे हैं हम लोग, तो उसमें हमने क्या किया, 100 रुपए से मेंबर बने और आगे 50 मेंबर बनाए। तो आप लोग भी $11 से मेंबर बनाए। अब इंडिया में हम अनाउंस करने वाले कि हम 40-50 करोड़ की पार्टी है। वो कैसे बनेंगे? वो तभी तो बनेंगे जब हम लोगों को ड्यूटी लगाएंगे लीडर्स की। तो आप सब लोग जो आए, प्लीज यू आर अ लीडर, यू आर अ कर्म योगी, वी ऑल आर कर्म योगी। और हमारे एक ऐसे कर्म योगी हैं जिनसे तो दिन रात वो सोचते ही है, इनको कोई जरूरत नहीं है। बिलीव मी, व्हेन आई केम टू कैलिफोर्निया, जब मैं मिला डॉक्टर साहब से, इनका महल इतना बड़ा जो हमने इंडिया में भी नहीं देखा। इनके पास पैसा भी है, महल भी है, नाम भी है, इज्जत भी है। ही रियली डोंट नीड इट, बट दैट्स रियली इंस्पायर फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस। मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है, दोनों बारकोड को स्कैन करें। सोशल मीडिया बहुत जरूरी है। मॉर्निंग में 5 मिनट प्लीज स्कैन एंड फॉलो ऑल आवर लिंक्डइन, फेसबुक, यूट्यूब, इंस्टाग्राम, एवरीवेयर, एंड 5 मिनट A4H को दे एवरी डे। वोट लाइक करें, कमेंट करें और शेयर करें, क्योंकि एक नैरेटिव सेट होगा। जैसे आप देखते हैं ना, आजकल सारा लोग फोर्स पे रहते हैं, एवरीबॉडी स्क्रॉलिंग वीडियो, फन की वीडियो है, राम की है, कुछ भी हुआ, हमारा हिंदुइज्म की हम बात करते हैं, लेकिन जब तक लाइक कमेंट नहीं करेंगे तो वो चीज आगे नहीं बढ़ेगी। और आपको पता है, जब आप देखते हो वो मिलियन व्यूज है, तो एक माइंड सेट होता है, एक नैरेटिव सेट होता है। तो आप हमारे सोशल मीडिया पे देखें प्लीज, बहुत सुंदर वीडियोज है, इम्पैक्टफुल। जो डॉक्टर साहब ने बोला छोटे में, वो सब उसमें दिखाया हुआ, हमारा विजन, हमारा मिशन एंड आवर गोल। सो स्टार्ट फॉलोइंग द सोशल मीडिया, scan the barcodes, give the notes and votes. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm going to ask Neeraj ji to, I think our special guests on the net over there have, so please introduce Kariye.
Namaskar. We have a special guest who is really our leader and who took the torch of A4H in Congress in 2023. Congressman Shri Thanedar ji. He is here online with us today. He is the one who established the Hindu, Sikh, Jain caucus on 17th of June 2023. And he is the one who actually, with Dr. Japra ji, actually canvass and talk about Hindu caucus in all the congressmen, and recruited more than 27 congressmen from both parties. So we had 27 congressmen in previous Congress, and now from this year we will have again establishing this caucus, and we are hoping we will have more than 50 congressmen in this caucus. Shri Thanedar ji is very, very pro Hindu, and he took all our issues to the Congress, and he actually fought in the Congress. He actually introduced with A4H and the Hindu PAC the Hindu phobia bill in last Congress, and I think he promised us that he will be reintroducing this same bill in new Congress. So I welcome Shri Thanedar ji, and thank you so much for joining today.
भाइयों बहनों कैसे हो आप सब लोग? सुन सकते हैं मेरा आवाज?
हम लोग बहुत अच्छे हैं थानेदार जी, हम लोग बहुत अच्छे हैं।
गुड गुड गुड। तो सब लोग जस्ट गर्व से कहो हम हिंदू हैं।
हम हिंदू हैं।
गर्व से कहो हम हिंदू हैं।
गर्व से कहो हम हिंदू हैं।
हाँ जी हम सब एक साथ हैं तो बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं। हम जब एक साथ हैं तो सेफ तो है ही, लेकिन बहुत कुछ हम लोग कर सकते हैं। इसीलिए मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि आज आप सब लोग ये लीडर्स यहाँ इकट्ठे हुए हैं शिकागो में, और जापरा जी के लीडरशिप जो है, I have the pleasure with working Dr. Japra. A4H has done such a wonderful work, and I am so happy to associate with you. I'm so happy to introduce. In my first year in Congress, when I saw the attacks happening in our temples, 24 temples were attacked, a lot of propaganda against Hinduism, Hindutva, being circulated all across, including universities, bashing Hinduism. And I realized we have a need to fight this Hindu phobia. We have a need to fight this hate against Hindus. And that is why prompted me to form the first Hindu, Buddhist, Jain, and Sikh caucus in the United States Congress. And I'm so happy to see 28 members of Congress joined me in this venture. So we, bipartisan, both sides, not just Hindus or Indians, many members of Congress joined me in this effort. So I remain unapologetically pro-Hindu.
Thank you.
Hindu member of Congress in the United States Congress. So you have a friend in the US Congress. You have somebody that will unapologetically, fearlessly fight for our cause. I am not going to be the politician who is trying to balance everything. I am not going to go from here and go to a Pakistani caucus, or I'm not going to go try to please somebody else. I will fight. I'll fight for Hindus because I was raised as a Hindu by my mother, and this is what I lived in India for 24 years. I understand, and when Modi ji came, I had the honor to escort Prime Minister Modi ji to the U.S. Congress podium, where he gave a wonderful speech to U.S. Congress. And after that, Modi ji and I had a chance to sit down one-on-one for about an hour. We talked about a lot of issues, but one of the things Modi ji specifically wanted my help was to make the U.S. Congress understand the good work being done in India. There's a lot of India bashing. Not only there is Hindu bashing, but there is a lot of India bashing that goes on. They nitpick about India. Even some of the Indian members of Congress have attacked India, and we talked about that, and it's important that people know the truth. It's important that people understand how well various communities, different religions, different cultures coexist in our Bharat. And that is what I have helped Congress understand. I'll continue to do that, and I'll continue to build, as I promised Modi ji, I'll continue to support a stronger India-US relationship. So, I represent a very tough district. I represent Detroit, Michigan. In my district, I do not have Indian Americans in my district. It is 45-50% African American. This is largely a African American district, and 40% white, 50% African Americans, and 10% Hispanic. That's what my district is. So I have a strong opposition. They're trying to get rid of this Indian guy from representing them in Congress. So there is always tough elections that I have to face. The last two elections were very brutal, and now, believe it or not, this is just February, March, and now already I have 3 opponents who are trying to run against me. Already, no one else, no other 2-term incumbent gets this kind of treatment, but in my district, people are really focused on getting rid of me because they don't want an Indian American representing them. Even though I've done a great work, I brought $1.5 billion for infrastructure money to the district. I brought in $30 million for community projects. There is just a ton of work I've done in my district trying to create workforce development, create jobs, give people skills. But yet, people are really attacking me because I'm Hindu, because I am Indian American, because I'm an immigrant. So my appeal to you is that if you want a fearless, pro-Hindu, pro-India member of Congress, then you got to support me. Without your support, I will not be able to get re-elected. Without your support, I will not survive this opposition that I'm seeing. So, I did not ask for anything. I came right off the bat. I took a lot of risks. Even many Indian American Congress members told me, don't take Hindu issue. You will get in trouble. Don't take Hindu issue. But I did what was right, what I felt right in my heart. But now if you don't support me, I will not be able to continue my work in the Congress. I'm doing a lot of work for immigration, trying to streamline the immigration process, one of my bill allows higher degree people to not have to go through the green card process. They will be exempt from that. I'm working on getting rid of the country quotas. Working on doubling and tripling the H-1B numbers. So there is a lot that I'm doing on the immigration front, a lot I'm doing for protecting Hinduism, but I need your support. I cannot survive another election without your support. I am tired of putting money out of my own pocket. I put way too much money out of my pocket to continue to have this pleasure to serve in Congress, but I cannot do that anymore. My wife says I cannot do that anymore. So you guys have to help me if you want a strong, fearless representation for the Hindu community in Washington, D.C. Someone who will speak on your behalf and someone who will fight on your behalf, whether it is Hindus in California, whether it is Hindu temples in New York, or whether it is the Hindus and the treatment of the Hindus are getting in Bangladesh. I have fought, I worked with the State Department. The State Department was able to, after I worked with them, able to put some restrictions and demands on the Bangladesh government on stopping attacks on the Hindus. So there is just a lot I can do through my office to help the community, but I want it to be not just a one-way street. If it's just a one-way street where I'm putting a lot of effort, putting my political career online to promote and help the Hindu community, I need to see that support back from the Hindu community. And I want to be honest with you, I have not seen that enough of that support. I need you to think about that. But I'm really excited that you're all having chapters of Americans for Hindus all across America. we need to unite. We have a lot of power. We not only have, we have contributed so much to the U.S. Culture, education, businesses, but we are so divided. We have too many organizations. Often we don't come together. We need to put our egos aside, and we need to focus on the cause that is important, not us as a person. So we need to put our egos aside and work for our community, work for our members here all across America, and we need to focus on making our lives better, opportunities for us. If we are divided, then our financial power doesn't matter. If we are divided, then our brain power doesn't matter. If we are divided, then we cannot support our community. So let us all come together, let's work together. I'm happy to lend the support of my office to this cause. I'll continue to be a part of Americans for Hindus, continue to work with you all. But this has to be a two-way street. I'm just being honest, because your family, your friends, your family, and I'm just being honest here. And sometimes I hear people say they don't get the support that they need from Indian American members of Congress, but really members of Congress need support from you. So it just needs to be a win-win situation if we all work together. Anyway, just been a busy day. I've been in my district. People are so worried about the executive orders and the cuts that are happening on federal government, Elon Musk and Trump. And so I've been having this town halls. So I had 2 town halls yesterday. Today I had 2 town halls, so I'm exhausted. I just came back 2 hours, grueling town halls, talking with my constituents all across my district. So if I look a little tired, that's because I've been, reaching out to my community, speaking with my community, answering their questions, giving them some comfort factor in this tough time. So that's what I've been up to. But I will continue to support Hinduism. I'll continue to support and work with Americans for Hindus, and let's all work together. Thank you all for allowing me to speak. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Thank you so much. Give him a round of applause. We truly appreciate Congressman Shri Thanedar from the bottom of our hearts. Everybody really appreciates. Very few people, like you mentioned, are really openly coming out and saying that we are with Hindus and we are for the causes. You are not only just saying it, you've proven it. And you've done it. We really appreciate. Please don't give up. All the Hindus, that's why we are trying to unite. We are going around from town to town, state to state, to unite them. Sometimes it takes time. I think they're waking up. The rejuvenation is happening. So I can see that. We are not the ones who are going to give up. If we can do it in every other field, coming from Silicon Valley, I've seen how they're also, those days I had to put my own 10,000 as a doctors, and there was no IT professional, there were no CEOs, but now we have billionaires, and we are trying to convince them to donate money to you as well, because on behalf of Americans for Hindus, we have endorsed him last time also, funded him last time, and this year also, even though they're almost 2 years to the elections, like he said, but opposition has already started. So we have decided, our board has already decided to endorse him and fund him. So our Pramod Thanedarji, who's our president from the Michigan, I think he's getting the check from our treasurer maybe in a day or two. He'll be presenting it to you, and even after the primary, hopefully you'll be definitely winning, and then we'll be giving the maximum liable check also. We will also request everybody else to send the individual checks. I think we have the site over there available for Shri Thanedarji and Pramodji. Also, please share it with that. Our local chapter in Illinois, especially, not only giving money, not only funding, but please help with all the volunteers, phone banking, flyers, going door to door, door knocking, and there are many other things. And social media, we will also try to help and support, which our Sandeepji talked earlier. So there are so many other ways also we'll be helping. So let's work together. You are our champion, you are our hero, so keep it up. Thank you so much. Really, you're the real Karam Yogi. So Pramod ji, you want to say something, and then I'm going to ask Manish, Brahmbhatt Dr. ji, to say a few words. So Pramod, go ahead.
And before I say goodbye, I just want to let everybody know I put my website in the chat, but it's Shri for Congress, SHRI, A4H Congress. .com. So please go to my website, please help me. And I appreciate all of your support.
All right, thank you. So go ahead, Pramod Thanedarji, you can unmute yourself and do it. Great.
Yeah. So I think I want to thank Congressman Thanedar for his eloquent speech and the need for Hindus to unite. I think that is the need of the hour. There are a lot of different, temple destruction as well as different bills that are coming to the fore. Recently, there was a bill in Virginia State House that talked about Hindu swastika as Nazi symbol. I think these things will keep happening until Hindus come together and they try to assert their political rights. And Japra ji is very right in saying that Hindus have been dormant. They believe in American dream, but American dream is only possible if we are going to have political power. So I think the case has been made very eloquently by Japra ji as well as Representative Thanedar, and I congratulate them and thank them very much.
Thank you so much. I think we're going to come back to you, Dr. Manish Brahmbhatt ji. We have a lot of pledges, donors, or potential people. So if you can introduce them and bring them up here, that'll be great.
Thank you. It's my request from the heart that please everybody become a member, whatever capacity. But I would like to recognize few people. So please come on over here. Harish ji, Krishna Bansal ji, Dr. Rashmi Patel, Anil Barot, Hemant Patel, Kalpesh Joshi, and anybody else wants to come in. Please join us. Vanna ji already came. So I'll start with the Harish ji. Okay. So, Vanna ji is recording, but she'll be. Okay, Harish ji.
Good evening, everyone. So usually so many, Harishi said, basically I'm the founder of National India Hub. This property belongs to India Hub, which I bought with a lot of, there was a lot of risk to buy this whole building to run a community center, which turned into world's largest Indian community center outside India, which is not connected with any religious place. So how many of you felt good, who came for the first time when you saw the Indian flag outside? How many of you felt good? So that was my first dream, because we had other buildings, smaller building in the corner of downtown Schaumburg, this village.
So we had a picture in the morning. First in the morning, Dr. Japra and he specially said, oh, let's have a picture with the Indian flags.
Well, that's the feeling. I mean, I knew exactly what we need to get the largest possible flag, because with the zoning and all, with the village rules, we need to have plenty of place in front of the building, and that's the tallest possible flagpole we can have in any of the suburbs in Chicago area. Not in the city of Chicago, except the government guys. This is the tallest possible one. However, like you kept seeing, right? I'm sure you saw people walking in, walking out and all. And Sood ji, you were saying about Sikh community. Every Sunday we see about at least 400 Sikh community members come here and do all the cultural activities. It might be art competitions, and by default they have about 12 dance classes happening with about 12, minimum 25 kids in every group. So that's what happens here. And coming to Dr. Japra ji, your message, everything you mentioned, I was feeling more and more happy, because everything was connecting this place. As you can see in the back, most of the stuff is by Hindu cultural activities, like all the Hindu classical dance classes and all. We have 33 dance schools. Each school conducts about 4 to 5 classes every week. So imagine how many classes happens within a week.
Wonderful.
We see about
Wonderful. Congratulations.
so that sounded like I need to give the mic to next person, but I need to continue because everyone will love what I'm talking about because it's a pride for our community, Hindu community. Like on Friday, we had, obviously with the Ramadan month, we have namaz happening in this whole same building by Turkish community. Parallelly, we are having prayers by obviously all our temples, the Hindu communities, even by BAPS. We had everything parallel and everything is happening under Indian flag. We had many other countries doing their events here, National Day, different activities, but end of the day, it's happening under Indian flag. Because all of us, we've been getting angry, anxiety, everything, seeing how other communities are projecting us, Hindus, as anti-Muslims, everything, right? Because they're smart, I can't call smart, they're under fear. That is their power. Frankly, that is the power that we don't have. Hindus don't have that power. So we are comfortable. We are, as Japra ji mentioned, we are all comfortably sitting because we are successful in everything. It might be family values, it might be successful CEOs, education, everything. We are successful and we are not worried about anyone will attack us. So, but future is something different for sure if we stay like this. Particularly not helping other communities. That's what Dr. Japra ji was saying. Vasudhaiva Kutumbam, help all the communities. That's what this place does. Not just this place, we have 53 highways which are cleaned by more than 800 volunteers of India Hub every year, minimum. Which says all the highways is adopted by National India Hub. So usually any others see India, it is Hindus, right? Obvious name. So that's the reason we took that project, that's what is happening. And reason I said, I was about to say, out of all the events that happened in this building, this is the only event I sat for such a long time. Because I want to make sure I understand and involve accordingly. And I see this is a very impactful like a group that you're bringing together, and I'll be 100% in, Japra ji and the whole team. Congratulations for doing this.
With blessing of Dr. Japra and Dr. Sood and Amarji, can we, Harishji, become the trustee for A4H?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I'm happy to announce he'll be the trustee. Next person also will become trustee. I know him and I very well, so I don't have to ask him. And Dr. Rashmi Bhai also will become trustee because I know these guys and I don't need to ask their permission. So Amarji, if it's okay, you have 3 new trustees and rest of them will become the member at large, I hope. Krishna ji, Anil ji and Hemant ji is a strong Hindu. Krishna ji, yeah, definitely, trustee, it will be honored for us.
Well, I've heard a lot about Japra ji for a long time. In fact, we met in and out in a few meetings around in the political circles. But I mean, this was the first time I heard his what all he has done, and I can relate with that so much because I somehow feel that I followed the similar footsteps in a lot of things. Started with building a community organization built in the city of Naperville, which has become a hub for Indian population in the country. In last 15 years, we got it to the world map where we started the biggest festival, celebration, like Japra ji does in California, and it has come to the world map. It's united our community and everyone in Chicago. You are very well aware of India Day event, what we do, the largest parade, the beautiful parade, very well acknowledged from everywhere. And from last 15 years also, I got this, started getting involved a lot other than my IT business and everything into the political life. which I was inspired by a few people, and then once I got into there, I realized that there is so much a need of time that we Hindus need to be in there. Unless we are at the table, we are no one. We can be as much successful in our life, as much, doesn't matter, but at some point you have seen in other countries, things will flip and we'll be thrown out. Even the big community like Jews, so much strong, they saw a challenge, but they were so strong together, they were able to still control it. If they can face it in America, think about who we are. We are no one. We are so much divided. We are no one in terms of politics. We are literally no one. Even our politicians, they're divided. They don't trust us. So as I started getting involved, with that, I go to churches, I go to other places, they call me to speak. One thing I always hear from the pastors and other, are you guys ashamed of being called Hindus or being Hindus? Why can't you guys stand together and be together and walk together? So I personally, myself, my family have given everything. A lot of my friends have given everything in the politics to be there, because this is the kind of public service that is needed. We have helped promote, and as I said, I'm very inspired. That was something I feel that I have also been doing, but in another form. But I'm so honored and glad to see you and what you are doing, and we want to continue this. And in fact, 12 years back, Vandana, we spoke about, and we wanted to start an initiative like this, but I think community was not ready here. We built the thing, everything around the Super PAC to do the same thing, but we dropped at that point. But we should have done it. That's what we always regret. But I'm so glad that what you did it, and you built it. You're continuing. Doesn't matter what side of the aisle you are. Doesn't matter. First pledge you all have to take is support a Hindu. Doesn't matter, Democrat or Republican. I hear it. Even my wife, who's running for a local election right now, it's a non-partisan election. But when she goes to Indian people, first thing they ask is, are you a Republican or Democrat? How does it matter? First of all, that's a local election. That shouldn't matter. But second is, how does it matter? First, do you want a Hindu to be there who can help you or not? Or you want someone, who can trust XYZ who will be there for you? Because they will not do anything. We can always give money, and we can try to plead for help, but we'll get whatever we can get. But when you'll have one of your own sitting in there, then you can get that power. This is what is needed. We need more candidates to run. Collectively, Doctor, you can vouch to that. Our community gave more money than Jews to politicians at this point, but we gave all in a divided fashion. We all write individual checks because we want pictures with them. That kills us. You go to Jews, they give it together. They are one body. They'll sit AJC or RJC, or they will sit together. They'll have every politician come to the table, and then they will give collective money, and they get things done. So anyways, I don't want to take the whole lot of time here, but I'm so glad what you're doing. Congratulations, and I'll do whatever is needed to.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Dr. Jeffrey. Krishnaji, I totally agree with you, and probably nobody has faced what I faced as far as politics is concerned in the last 5 years. One day we thought about it, that let's have a Hindu cremation. We have so many temples, and we don't have any Hindu cremations. So we thought about it. We had land. We paid for survey, we paid for these and that and everything, for a building. We went to the zoning. Because the trustees did not like the Hindus, we were thrown out. We did not got through. Everything was fine. 2 and 3 American homeowners around came in, and they just said, hey, we don't want it because there is a flex, there is this, there is a smell. We were thrown out. Second land, again in Hanover Park, we thrown out because of trustees. We could not get the zoning cleared. Third land, in Schaumburg, we were thrown out that, oh, it is an Hindu cremation, so it's gone. Fourth land, in Edison, we thrown out. I fought for 5 years. Now we have cleared one land with the zoning. So believe me, I know that we should be on the chair and not on the table. And I do agree with Krishnaji. We do give that, Mr. Thanedar, we had a fundraising, we gave the money, we gave to Raja Krishnamurti and all other But I think if we make one part and give them, and that's why I admire Amarji, you, everybody here who are involved with A4H, that let's get together, have one part, and let Hindu or supporting Hindu candidate should be supported and should be elected. Thank you.
Thank you very much. My name is Kalpesh Joshi. I'm involved with Asian American Hotel Owners Association. I met Japra ji briefly in Washington, D.C. and then thank you, Pramod ji, to introduce me to this great organization. Look forward to working with you and whatever way I can do to make this journey better. I'm always there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
On behalf of Americans for Hindu, I would like to invite Dr. Sood to Pradeep Sood, sorry. I'm so sorry, to come on the stage, please.
Next is Anil Barot.
Yeah, great, Japraji. This is a great service you're doing. I'm not much into politics, but it's a very great cause. I'll definitely support.
So we're going to be proceed to the BBM के भी लाइए वो रमन जी
Namaste, good afternoon. My name is Anil Barrett. I'm speaking as an individual right here, but I've actually been the treasurer of the APS Public Affairs for almost 10 years. And we've been running a PAC, and also I sit on the national team across our 112 mandirs across North America. And I would like to commend Dr. Japra. I know we had several calls over the last couple of years across PACs, across Hindu PACs across the US. And I want to encourage you, and we'll do everything we can. Since I do sit on an existing board of another PAC, and I sit on 2 other PAC boards, I can't join your PAC, unfortunately, because there's conflicts of interest. But I will say this, this is a very important movement, but be in it for the long run. We've been doing this for 12 years, and there will come battles up and down. But I think the true test of anything is when you call your congressman, does he pick up the phone? And what will he or she do for you? And as Krishnaji mentioned, I'm sorry for covering him up here, it's not about being a Democrat or Republican or independent. It's being what's right for you as a community and being a Hindu, but also being right for your family as an individual. So I'll give you a couple of statistics to take home and sleep on. There's 325 million people in this country. Indians represent Hindus represent about 4.5 million plus or minus. The Jewish community represents about 7.8. If you look at the 2024 election in the 7 battleground states, if you map those 7 battleground states, what Joe Biden did in 2020, and what happened in 2024, look at the amount of Indians that voted. Pull up the voter banks and look at the ground reality. Did Indians come out to vote? Did Hindus come out to vote? And who did they vote for and why? Because unfortunately, no organization has unlimited funds. So you have to really target, and as many of you are physicians, you just can't do chemotherapy from top down. It's a very tactical, strategical attack. So we've partnered with the AJC. I've been friends with the AJC for many, many years. They're great people. There's good people on both sides. But do not put all your eggs in one basket. And unfortunately, we have done that in District 8 here. We put almost $20 million in one basket, but now we don't have another basket to put into. So my recommendation is do your homework, do it smartly, see who's going to be able to help, see where you want to invest your money, and so you see who's going to pick up your phone. Because when there's a time in need, There's a time, when you have a friend in need is a friend indeed. So we're going to have to make friends, and there's a saying, "Mujhe dosti karegi." So you have to make sure you make friends and you reach out to them. Because this is a long game, and this is a long game of almost 10 to 15 years. And when we set up our PAC, we sat down with the AJC, with several members, and actually one of the current AJC PAC member was a former congressman, and he told us what will and can happen. So I give kudos to you. Great start, Dr. Japra, and I commend you, everyone, for being a trustee. But it's going to be who votes and who actually can raise money. Because if you have $1 million in your PAC, people will be calling you. You won't be calling them. Thank you, and good luck.
Thank you, Vidya, and I would like to invite Rakesh Malhotraji. He's from OM BJP.
Take second, Anilji, and this is, I know we have been talking about this for a long time, and I know I cannot make an official announcement, but I'd just like to at least propose. I'd like to propose. We have seen District 8, Raja has been a congressman for a long time, but we are hearing Raja is moving to the Senate, and if he does so, I'm looking for, and we have been talking, there's no better candidate, a Hindu candidate than Anil Baro, who's standing in the middle of us. He is a politically savvy person. He is a sound Hindu. He is someone who we all can agree upon that he'll be a winner. We all should do that. So Anilji will like to propose that, and I hope you strongly consider and get this done. So I'm sorry, I didn't want to hijack this, but this is something we have been working on. I thought this was a good opportunity.
I want to announce this thing actually. Anil is my brother-in-law, married to my sister. So if he doesn't answer your call, call me and I'll make sure he answers. Thank you.
Namaste everybody. I endorse Anil Bhai. Thank you very much, Dr. Japra ji. I have been following you for many years. So I know a little bit about you. So this is a wonderful initiative, much needed. Next, what I am going to say, maybe most people won't agree. But the way demography changing in India, we have maximum 10 to 15 years left. I know it is very hard to understand this. 10 to 15 years. We are facing existential issue, existential threat. And once it happens in India, it will trickle down to over here also. We already have seen dismantling Hindutva. We have seen how our textbooks are portrayed in America, and there are many issues we already have started to see. And this kind of initiative will really help. So please, everybody support. With that, I also have started one initiative, and which is about connecting all the Hindus across the world online. It is kind of a database. It has a Hindu search engine. It has a network of businesses, network of services, network of doctors, network of everything. The idea is we want to promote businesses among our Hindu communities, and that is how we can stop paying our own money to destroy ourselves. So please help that initiative also. It is called srisanatan.com. Thank you.
I would like to invite Rakesh ji to say a few words about A4H.
Thank you so much, Amarji. It is our honor and pleasure that we have A4H team and Dr. Japra is here. I incidentally met him for the first time when the caucus was made, which Thanedaji is talking. Incidentally, I was there at that moment in Washington, D.C. See, Chicago has been a very rich community in terms of, standing up for the Hindu causes. And we have been doing this work under various umbrellas and banners since 2004. At least I know since 2004. But with the existence of the A4H chapter here in Chicago, I think our efforts are going to amplify. and we have been raised various issues when it comes to the Hindu cause. Time and again, we have made sure that our voice goes either through the congressman or through the community workers into Washington. But definitely, when you have a PAC, your voice get amplified and recognized. And we talked about District 10, District 8, and wherever. But right now, I think it was a very blessed day for us that Anil has been. We have made the announcement for Anil Barrett. I think everybody will step forward and make sure, that is the only basket we have where we need to put our eggs. Although we are vegetarian, but we'll still put our eggs in the basket. So one more thing as we speak, just 3 days back when I got a message from Dr. Japra, we were at the Springfield at the Capitol, and the state of Illinois has recognized Diwali Day for Hindus, and it will be a bill called HB 1075. So that has already been passed in the committee, and when this was, the hearing was there in the committee, it was proposed by 2 senators, including Daniel Dedich, and within the committee, all the members become the co-sponsor of that bill. And not only this, last year in 2022, we got 18 mayors of within the Chicago villages and cities who has given us a proclamation for Diwali Day, and that was a collaboration through Hindu American Federation. And last year also, we got about 11 mayors giving us the Diwali proclamation. So I'm sure, because we all know A for Apple, now we know A for Americans for Hindu. So it is a new nomenclature. But I will say that our goal is not only American for Hindus, as Dr. Japra said in one of his speech, that our problem is some Hindus and Indians also. So I will say American and Indians all for Hindu, because the major opponents are some sectors of India, and we need to create that positive note through the social media, and we are in the world of narrative building, and I'm sure with the A4H we'll be able to build a positive narrative for Hindus. And thank you so much for inviting me.
I have one more proposal. We have the Anil Barotji from District 8. District 10 is also free actually. Currently nobody is there, and I think Rakesh Palhotraji can be one of the candidates. This is just proposal. If it's okay, I think he is most qualified for that position. So hope you will consider that one. And also I would like to invite Avtans Kumarji. He is a journalist and very, very Indian. So please.
Namaste, thank you Japraji and Amarji for inviting me here. I'm here in my personal capacity and also as a journalist.
You love JNU.
Yes. I get those looks when I say I'm from JNU. I spent my 4 years, but also I had the privilege of learning from such great acharyas as Professor Kapil Kapoor, you all know, Padma Bhushan Award winner. So I just wanted to make a couple of points here that, we should all support Hindus in politics, but we also need to make sure that we understand what our political, social, and cultural stands are before we support them. And they should reflect our values socially, culturally, and politically, and economically as well. This is very, very significant because we need to work for our future. We made it here. What kind of world we are leaving for our kids who are going to be Americans, 100%. And we want them to be more very confident Hindus, but also contributing to the society. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much for inviting me.
So it's very good program actually, and I would like to invite Dr. Manish Brahmbhaji to say thanks of what.
Before I do vote of thanks, I would like anybody else want to join and become a trustee, we would definitely welcome you. Or member. But we want, before you leave today, I want everybody to be either a member or trustee, or donating member or karma yogi. But I don't want you to leave without registering with us and becoming Karmayogi to trustee, whichever way you prefer. No force, nothing like that. But I want you guys to help us out because Amarji has taken responsibility. Dr. Japra is Karmayogi, so he's working very hard for all of us. Amarji has taken responsibility of the Chicago chapter. So please help Amarji out, and we all will definitely help him out and make it successful. Because Chicago is windy city, known as windy city, so we will create the wind for A4H. Okay?
So I'll say this, you want to come out of the gate very strong, like the first 45 days or 100 days of any new start. So I would say be a trustee or be a donor, but then get 10 other donors for 1,000 each. So if you can do that, you will get traction. And the name of the game is traction day one, and count yourself to 50 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days, and then your phone will keep ringing. You'll have people from everyone from the D, R, or I, and Mr. Krishnamurti will be the first to call you.
Absolutely, no, you said it right.
Excuse me, we want a joint picture, so ladies can stand there and we can stand in maximum people, so we can have one joint picture for the social media. Yeah. Please, the ladies can stand here and at the bottom. Yeah.
Hello? Can everyone hear me?
Six more people are coming from Detroit. Okay. So let's take a picture and we'll introduce Guys, I have like 3-4 phones, so I'm gonna take few pictures.
Okay, all of you come. Jay?
Yeah, आप पे दे दीजिए. This phone.
Everyone, please join us. Yeah.
એક બે તમને હેલ્પ કરું કારણ કે તમે બે જ હાથ છે.
Oops, sorry. I'm going? You're not going. Okay, good. Okay, everyone ready?
She's coming. Can you hold on one second?
Yes. Please.
Okay.
Hey, Romesh, wait. Wow, it's a huge group. Okay, I think I cover everyone. Ready? Few more. Keep smiling, couple more. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Who gave me this one?
One more announcement.
Yeah. Who gave me this one?
One more announcement.
Yeah.
दोनों का नाम दे दो. She is not more into it. I stay into my. Hopefully you can come on the May 3rd. We can meet everybody. Definitely. That's what I'm going to do. So nice. All the best. Wonderful job. He's my hero. Shivaji. Actually, the Shava movie also is very good.
Trying to find the meeting.
Oh, I am going out.
She wanted to cover charge. We're downstairs, coming up.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, you're here. You're here.
They are in the parking lot.
Coming up. Please wait. First row, Dr. Japra, good afternoon.
Hello, Jasmine, how are you? Good.
Dr. we are downstairs. I'm coming up. Please wait.
We are on the first floor. I saw them coming. Are they here?
Okay, okay.
Somebody, what is it? The vision people are outside. The same people, they were all going away. Can you bring them from? I think they lost.
Yeah, you said you're a comedian. I love comedians. One comedian to so.
Thank you so much. तो जानते हैं कल ज्वाइन होना हमारा है तो ये तो कह रहा बस
कोई और कहीं आया तेरे जगह तो नहीं आया संगीत जी करेंगे ना
मेरा भाव हमारे उसमें
because hero oh see yeah this is the one
Oh my God!
नारी शक्ति थोड़ी कम नहीं नारी शक्ति ओनली 5
बस 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 आपको आना है
इधर इधर नहीं मेरे को नहीं
मैं एयर ड्रॉप अपना
Ramdad ji, can I ask you one question? एक बार आ जाएंगे अगर कभी ये मेरी दोस्त का कॉल आ जाए ना ये दोस्त ये कनुजा तो अगर कोई आ जाए तो आप इसका एकदम स्पीड डायल पे रख लीजिए डॉक्टर जी
25 साल से
अमरजी में
28 साल से
Hello, we have Joe Jyotsna ji and some other 5 to 6 people from Mishra. They just came. They are late. They came and they want to have something. Joe Jyotsna ji, you want to? Joe Sharma ji.
Hello everyone. We have a special guest of honor. Our American for Hindus and pro-Hindus international brand ambassador, our dynamic actress and our India Day जो परेड करते हैं उनके एम्बेसडर, फेस्टिवल ऑफ ग्लोब के हमारे cultural chair, very dynamic girl, always keep our words American for Hindus around the world. और इनका अभी एक मूवी आ रहा है M4M. It's in 5 languages, Hindi, English, Tamil. So she is spreading our American for Hindus everywhere she go. So welcome Jyotsna ji and her team from Detroit. Welcome Jyotsna ji.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello everybody. Hello. Please, I will very highly recommend if I can have 5 more minutes of your time. We are a very important person who have brought several people from Michigan to support the Illinois chapter. Very famous Jyotsna Sharma, who is a film actress, our ambassador internationally for American for Hindus, have done a phenomenal work. Please give her at least 5 minutes of your attention. Thank you so very much. That's all. Here is Jyotsna ji.
Hi everyone, thank you Chicago for this great event. Dr. Ji, please come. आपके बिना तो होगा ही नहीं. You have to stand next to me. And I want all the people from Detroit also please come here. Srini ji, big shout out to Srini ji. Everyone, he came from me. He is a business entrepreneur with a very high influence in Detroit. Big round of applause to Srini ji. And we have Madhavi ji here. We have Sri here, we have Srujan, and we have Raj ji. Please come, you have to come here, please. He's also from Detroit, a business entrepreneur. And we have Ashok Bhatti ji with all his support. He's entering into politics as well. He has been introduced me to the whole Detroit area. Thank you Ashok Bhatti ji for introducing me and working so hard for A4H in Detroit area as well. He's entering into politics, so he needs all our support when he does that. Thank you everyone, being a global ambassador here. I'm very honored that Dr. Ji knows me since many years and he gave me this great opportunity to spread the word. And Sandeep Ji, thank you so much. We all came here to support, to get this A4H to take to the next level. And as an ambassador, global ambassador, my job is wherever I go for travel, I'm pulling the whole crowds. I went to Denver and I introduced the American for Hindus there and they're interested. So we are hopefully very soon we'll start the chapter in Denver. And Detroit is going really good. You see all the support we got from Detroit. And as we travel more, we are going to have more chapters built in every state, all over the United States. Thank you again, Dr. Ji.
Anybody who say from the Michigan?
Thanks everybody, and it is great to see always there's this the unity in diversity, right? Irrespective of our backgrounds and all, we are united for a cause, and that's where I think we can make all the difference. I think that's all I had to say, and please support Jo and in her ventures, and I think we're trying to build a very strong entrepreneur ecosystem as well, and helping each other. So it's a short life, and let's help each other, and let us retire early.
That's a good one.
All right. Well, thank you, Raj Gupta ji, and everybody else coming. I think our Michigan chapter is definitely growing by leaps and bounds. We have Shri Sanandar ji, who's the president. We have Hema Rajmale ji, who's our chief advisor there. Then we have Dr. Anil Kumar, a great urologist who's our trustee over there. And we also have Dr. Ajit Kodakal, again we have vascular surgeon, who's a wonderful addition now. He's come on board also. So many other people, as a matter of fact, we have about 800 women with Hema Rajmale ji. She's already started a Kansas chapter as well. So a lot of things are happening, and they're happening very, very fast. So we are so fortunate, and today to have another group of people coming with Jyotsna here. We are welcome, thank you, and coming especially to Illinois. I think we are going to all work together, not only just our neighboring states, not only just the whole of America, but all over the world. Vasudeva Kutumbakam. Not only this planet, but the whole Brahmand, all the planets in this Brahmand and the universe. We want to get them together. Even if Elon Musk goes to Mars or Moon tomorrow, we want to go there too. So we want to have Hindus there as well. So let's do the whole Brahmand, not only just this planet. So thank you very much. Let's keep empowering our Hindus worldwide and universally. Thank you.
Actually, yeah, can we come forward for another group picture, please? You know, she traveled like for 4 hours to meet us. So please, एक बार group picture के लिए आ जाओ. Please, एक बार group picture के लिए आ जाओ भाई.
Another group picture.
आप इससे भी ले लो हमारी.
You are the VVIP to the.
एक बार इससे भी ले लो. एक बार ये असल में वीडियोस में गिर ना जाए, अच्छा है. नमस्ते. एक बार गिर गया.
Srinidhi here, he's a business entrepreneur and also he's very big in movie making to movie promotions PR company as well, where he releases movies. So thank you so much, Srinidhi, for all the collaboration work and the hard work.
Once again, guys, I have 4 phones, so.
Which way to look at?
Let me go first, then he'll go.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Please come forward. I think everyone should join, so we'll have a big group picture. Please, 2 minutes के लिए आप सब लोग आ जाइए.
Okay, ready? Once again,
We want to show
smile.
everyone that we have big groups.
Wait for girls नीचे
Please, come on, girls down.
He has only 4 phones. Anybody wants to volunteer?
No, I think that.
Please, sab aa jaiye for 1 second. Thank you. Sorry for making you guys come again. I know. I was like, wait, you know. Rajan, Sood.
Take it from
Tony, come on in.
भाई साहब मेरी फोटो जरूर आ जाए. Take it from all the phones.
Yeah, can I? Okay, ready? Smile, everyone. I don't know whose phone is that.
ये दूसरे वाले से.
We're in a digital world, can we share?
Takes time. You want too fast.
Okay, the last one now.
Yeah.
Right.
This one more in your pocket.
Thank you so much.
Keep smiling. You don't smile.
Say A4H.
A4H.
Girls looks beautiful. Keep smiling.
There you go.
Thank you.
Wait.
One more.
Pocket में आपकी pocket में ऊपर पीछे हाई से. ये राइट में जाएगा वीडियोस के लिए.
Guys, just want to let you know there's a YouTube live, so I'm gonna send you the link to everyone.
Okay, that's good.
Slack.
32100. No, 32100.
So it's going live.
Nothing serious.
No, it's not. It's not. I'm lacking. Just
43210. 43210.
okay. All right. Ready, everyone? Look over here. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Now, just now I met you.
1, 2, 3, 4. Guys, hello. Everybody has to move because of that thing is going live.
ये लीजिए, आप अपने हमारा ले लीजिए ना. लो मैं. Oh my God!
जल्दी इनका मूवी का ट्रेलर देखोगे ना.
आप लोग थोड़ा जरा प्लीज, अब बहुत सारा हो गया, बात उधर जाके करो ना.
वो कर लेगा आपका.
आप लोग थोड़ा जरा प्लीज, अब बहुत सारा हो गया, बात उधर जाके करो ना.
Namaskar, मेरे साथ में है अमर जी, we welcome you. And you have taken a lead for the Chicago chapter, as we know that you are involved with BJP and many other organizations. Let's hear from you the vision that Chicago chapter wants to carry. When we talk about Chicago, if Chicago takes things in hand, it fulfills, it's not 99.9, it fulfills it in 100%.
A4H, we are just beginning actually, and we have some facilities and everything, and everyone realized today that what is the need of A4H. A stands for Americans and H for Hindus. So all we Hindus also Americans, and Jewish, Buddhist and Jainists, all are Hindus, all are Americans, and everyone supports the Hindus. So we need some organization, politically empowered organization, who can take up the Hindu issue at the federal level, state level and local level. And then we can win. Otherwise, we cannot win. So if we donate to the congressman individually, it will help you just to, personally they will help, but they will not do anything for the Hindu community. So as far as community is concerned, we need to unite and generate the money and give them whenever we need, and to the pro-Hindu congressman or senators, not any other one. So that is the thing.
Hindus in name only is not going to get a cent. That should be the mission of this organization, because we do have a lot of Hindus, elected officials, but they claim themselves to be Hindus. They're getting a lot of money, but when it comes to the cause, we don't see them very vocal like the other religion representatives are talking. We wish you all the best. Good luck. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Raman. Need your help for asko huye teen char to huye.
And when he explained about this vision for A4H, we are all doing everything we can to California. When the caste system initiation started, it was part of a meeting where we were begging people that, hey, we don't want to differentiate our kids with caste system. So please don't. Not been there. Exactly, it's never there. So why you're getting now and why you're dividing us within the community? We are already facing so much issues in India because of caste system. Why we are bringing that here when it is not even relevant? That's where the A4H gave birth. That's where we got it. That if we don't act now, nobody is going to help us tomorrow. So we have to stand up for ourselves, for our younger generations to realize that we are all one. Please don't divide us among ourselves. So that's the motto I have, and as a global ambassador, I am going around all the states because I'm promoting my books. And we are all from Bharat. There's a matter like somebody talks about, like we should not be having this, I'm from here, I'm from here. That is what we're doing. So I'm traveling 40 cities now, and every city I'm going, I'm trying to get the team together. And just recently I went to Denver and I explained to them during my movie promotions, I'm adding A4H also part of my goal to host events, get people initiated to start their own branch in those states. So that's the goal we have. And 40 cities, our goal is that we expand it to all 40 cities, big cities in the United States, covering every corner. And the goal is by next year, we need to have our representative politicians in every place who support India. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much, Mishra ji, and आपको बहुत हमारा प्रणाम है. Please, thank you so much for coming. एक हम दोनों का हम दोनों का चले हाँ आज नंबर हम दोनों का हाँ चलो हम दोनों अब दान कम है दोनों की Thank you, bye. मेरा जय के साथ, मेरा अवतार के साथ नाराज हूँ. How can you think of that? आपको हम तो कई बार मैं काम में होती हूँ ना तो दिमाग कभी जरूरत They can get everything. Yes. Maybe maybe next month or so, मैं अपना number Jo Sharma, A4H Global Ambassador. I'm the Global Ambassador for A4H.
जय तेरी और मेरी भी फोटो साथ बनाते हैं।
आप आ जाए।